restless this morning, so I'm gonna try and journal and see if that helps. I'm also trying this thing that my therapist told me about where she wants me to do things slower. Like we talked about making a coffee instead of rushing through the process of making a coffee. Move like almost like a sloth, or like move like I'm in slow motion to do each step. So I'm gonna try that same thing here and see if it helps me, because I feel like my restlessness, it's come on since I went off of my anxiety medication. I talked about this in a couple of videos ago, but like I got a new diagnosis and I switched meds and I think that they're really helping, but I went off of my SSRI that I've been on for like a decade. So I know my brain's still adjusting to not having it, but I do still have like pretty terrible anxiety. So I think I have a psychiatrist appointment this week, so we'll have to check back in on that. But yeah, I've been feeling so restless lately. I feel like a wind-up toy. I don't know how else to describe it. I feel like I crank the little wind-up and then it just goes. And then I just can't stop. Like even if I like hit a wall, the wind-up toy just still going like that. I'm trying to figure out how to manage that until I can talk to my psychiatrist. And also until we can get the whole thing settled with the meds. But that's probably gonna take months, because finding the right, I mean, it takes years. I've been on this journey for so long. Not to get on a soapbox about this at 7 in the morning, but that's probably a big factor. But anyway, what I wanted to say right now is that I'm gonna write slowly, because typically when I'm journaling, I have so many thoughts in my head and I'm trying to write so fast to get all of my thoughts out. Like it's like my hand can't keep up with how fast my brain is moving. And that's actually, I feel like wouldn't help right now. I feel like that would just make it worse, because it would reinforce the fact that I feel restless. So I'm gonna try this and see if it works, basically. It's like physically painful for me to do things slowly. I'm like, can we hurry this up? But that's my problem. Like I just need to slow down on purpose. Is the voice of your soul. Travel in grace, knowing that you are protected by love. Affirmations of the day. I decided to make tea this morning before coffee because I'm really trying to drink my entire cup of water or water bottle or whatever it is that I slept next to before I drink coffee for the day. And also, as I literally just said, I'm feeling super restless, so I'm making spiced apple chamomile tea. I absolutely love this tea. I think I got it in the fall time, so I don't know if this is a seasonal flavor or if this is something they always have, but it is so good. It's by the brand Yogi. Pretty sure that I got this at Whole Foods, but it is so good. I love chamomile and I love spiced apple. She's brewing. I have an appointment this morning and I'm gonna take my appointment in my room today just because I feel like it. It is so cozy in here. It's also still dark outside, so I do in fact need to have my little lamp on. So hopefully the lighting's not miserably bad. I also prefer the quality of my phone camera. I saw some people saying that in my last video and I 100% agree. The only issue with the phone camera, or the phone, I guess, filming on in general, is the sound. So this camera, I have a shotgun microphone on, so I know that the sound is gonna be good. I was editing back the video of my night routine, which I filmed entirely on my iPhone 17 Pro Max, which I got a couple months ago. The visuals were great, but editing the audio, I felt like I had to like try to remedy a lot of things and it just sounded not the way that I wanted it to. So I have a couple different cameras that I film on and I just incorporate them for different shots or whatever I feel like I want to. So I'm just gonna continue doing that and probably use this camera for shots of me sitting down and talking for longer periods of time. because I know the audio is going to be good, but then if I want a good visual and I don't necessarily need the audio, I could use my phone. I am about to have my very first appointment with a dietitian. I am getting my 2026 New Year's resolutions, goals, whatever started early. I'm not even waiting until January 1st. I am doing it now. I've been thinking about working with a dietitian for years now, and I just haven't done it. I learned about this website called Nourish, and I was interested, and I went in. I put my insurance in, and it said that they take my insurance, and it connects you virtually with registered dietitians. I just feel like it's making the process easier and more approachable and more accessible and more streamlined. I feel like I've gotten a lot better with fueling my body and trying to be intentional about incorporating more whole foods and greens and things like that. But at the end of the day, I don't know what I'm doing, okay? There's so much information out there. It's very overwhelming. I want to talk to a professional who actually studied nutrition, knows what types of nutrients your body needs. I'm also predisposed to a lot of heart conditions because they run in my family. That is what my appointment is for. And I'm actually really excited. I'm interested. I'm a little nervous just because it's my first time doing something like this. The sign up also took 5 minutes. I had some like intake questions based on my goals and what I wrote that I was looking for. They matched me with a dietitian whose profile was compatible with the goals that I had, which I think is great. I'm gonna have my appointment and I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna tell you how it went. That went so well. I really love my dietitian. She's so cool. Oh, okay. So we just went over my intake questions and just like chatted about my goals. We're gonna be doing small and sustainable goals, not 0 to 100, not all or nothing, which is exactly what I need because I feel like I'm so 0 to 100, so all or nothing in my life as it is. She said she could help me with grocery lists, with meal plans. We made a follow-up appointment. So I am so excited to get started. I really, really like her. So I think that this is gonna be a great fit. She said she takes a holistic approach. We're gonna look at the whole view of everything, a 360 view of like my life, my lifestyle, physical health, mental health, all that, and like how that all comes together, how we can take what I'm already doing and maybe just improve it. And I did want to say that Nourish is partnering with me on this video, but I am a real patient and I actually wanted to do this. I'm paying for this, or my insurance is anyway. I went through my insurance. That's another thing about Nourish though that I did want to say is the Nourish guarantee. Whatever the estimated cost before your appointment is, that is all you are held responsible of paying, even if it ends up being more after the fact, like if your insurance processes it or like something changes, if there's any changes after you've already taken the appointment and you've been given an estimate for how much that appointment is, the Nourish guarantee is you will only be responsible for what you were originally quoted. And if you are interested at all in Nourish and just seeing if they would take your insurance, 90% of Nourish patients pay $0. I'm gonna have a link in the description and you can go see if they take your insurance, do the sign up process, get a consult, and see if it's something that would work for you. I'm really excited about this process. I'm really excited about working with my dietitian and hopefully learning lifelong skills. It's now 8:48. I am hungry. I need to finish drinking my freaking water so that I can make a coffee. All right, coffee time. I just ate my breakfast, I'm drinking my coffee, and I thought that now, 9:30 in the morning, would be the perfect time to start baking. Because why not? I'm going to my friend's house tonight for a little Christmas cozy craft girls night. and I wanted to bring something, and I had this in the pantry. So I figured I would make some gingerbread cupcakes. It's a cupcake and cake mix. I'm gonna do cupcakes. It also has a lemon glaze mix packet, something in here for me to make a little icing glaze. So that sounds really good. And I wanted to contribute something. This is obviously the gingerbread mix, and I'm assuming this is the glaze. Oh, it's literally just this in water. Okay, perfect. We're gonna get to that later though. For the cupcakes, we need a large bowl. We're whisking an egg, oil, boiling water, and mix. Oh, fuck. I don't have cupcake liner thing. Do I need that? Or can I just make cupcakes? I don't know if I've ever made cupcakes without liners. Okay, this is awkward. Here I thought I had my shit together for once. And I don't. I also don't have canola oil, but avocado oil works. Like, all right, let's get to it. I am about to sit here and finish sewing my friend's Christmas presents, and it just occurred to me that you guys actually know nothing about these because I've been filming just like clips of me making Christmas presents, my little DIYs for my friends and family. I was gonna do a whole video on it, but now I feel like I should just want to insert them here and show you everything I've done so far. I'm almost done with these. This is the finishing touch. I'm sewing around, you'll hear me talk about it in the clip about the hoodies, but I'm making hoodies for my friends. So this is what I have so far. I mean, I could probably leave it here. So they say walk club on them because we like to go for walks together. And I made these little patches with the letters to put on them. I got gingham fabric. 2 of us have pink, 2 of us have blue. Then I got white fabric to be the backing of the patch. I just sewed those together. I attached them onto the hoodies, and now I'm gonna sew around the outside, like the border of the patch, to make sure they stay on. I'm gonna show you, I think 3 DIYs that I did. 2 of them are for my friends, and then 1 is for my cousin. I'm just gonna let the photo speak for itself and take it away. Okay, first of all, I sincerely apologize for the way that this probably sounds. I am recording these voiceovers on my phone, so please bear with me. But the first gift that I did was some hand-painted Christmas cards. I knew that I wanted to make some watercolor Christmas cards this year for some of my friends. I made 7 of these. Naturally, I went on Pinterest for some inspo, and I saw the way that this person set the tree itself up and like structured the tree to then do the watercolor over it, and I really liked it. So I pretty much just took that idea and I tweaked it for each of the cards. I wanted each of them to have some cohesion and have the same elements being a tree, but I also made each of them a little different. I went in first with a pencil and I traced the design that I wanted, and then once I was happy with it, I went over it with a fine tip permanent marker. I love the way that a black thin permanent marker looks with a watercolored design. I just think it makes it look so crisp and clean. I did all of that first, and honestly, I love this craft so much because cards are universal. Cards are not confined to one season. You can do this for any occasion, any season, any holiday. Obviously, these are Christmas cards because it is Christmas right now, but I've made handmade cards for people's birthdays. Cards are so meaningful as it is, but to hand make the card itself too is just another level. And honestly, it's easy. Like, it's really not that hard to do, and it's so rewarding. So after I made my outlines for all the cards, I first went in with the watercolor. Obviously, I ended up mixing paints in this. So the first layer I did watercolors for the trees and the bigger things, and then for any of the smaller details, I have bows, I have stars, I put some ornaments on some of the trees. I actually used acrylic paint because I felt like it, and again, it's a DIY, you can do whatever you want. And I also really liked the dimension that it added to the cards. I just had so much fun doing this. I mean, did I have to do all of this? No, but I wanted to, so I did. I am so glad that I did because I am so happy with the way that these turned out. My friends absolutely loved them. They were so special to make, they were so special to give, and I just am really proud of the work that I did on these. So I would give these, honestly, if I had to say, a 10 out of 10. Like, not to toot my own horn, but I feel like I did a great job. Obviously, I also had to add a little extra touch. I added some ribbon, I added some little gift tags too to make them feel more like presents and like you were opening a present. They were a hit. This is kind of a random start to this one, but I really didn't vlog much of making the first 3 coasters. I actually didn't vlog anything at all because I had to reteach myself how to crochet it all. So I'm starting this off with me talking about what I'm doing here, which is crocheted coasters for my cousin. I picked this yarn. It's mostly cotton, which is what I wanted. I wanted either full cotton or a majority cotton, and this one is 61% cotton, 39% acrylic. And then I got a multi-pack of a bunch of different size crochet hooks. I might as well just cover my bases and get a whole pack. This wasn't very expensive. I don't remember how much this was, but it couldn't have been more than 10 bucks for all these different sizes. And then I picked this color for the yarn because she likes like earthy tones, I feel like. I thought this would be a nice like grounding, I don't know, I just hope it goes well. I might just do circles. No, I want to do squares because I got charms to put on the corners of each square that I thought related to her. So I have R for her name, and then I have a little paw because she has 3 cats, a Virgo because she's a Virgo, and a moon because she loves the moon. Got all of these, and I was thinking like on like the top corner of each square, I could just tie this on and then finish off. Also, this footage was in fact filmed so long ago that this is my friend's cat over Thanksgiving break. So yeah, that's my friend's cat. The square, and then those could be the coasters, and then I could have cute little charts. See if I remember how to crochet, people. I did 15. I don't know what this means, but 15. We're getting somewhere. I don't know if I did any of this technically correct, but they did make squares that seem like they're gonna hold up, and I did attach the charms to them. So mission accomplished, honestly. I think they're cute. I'm proud of them, and I think she's gonna love them. And then circling all the way back to where we started, but going back to the beginning on this one, I'm now going to show you the process of how we've gotten to this point with the hoodies. So first things first, I made stencils. I just used some cardstock and I cut out 2 sets of each letter. I was putting Walk Club on the backs of my sweatshirts. So the inner letter was the gingham print, so either the pink or the blue, and then the outer letter that I was cutting out was kind of the background outline of it because I wanted it to be against a white background so that it would stand out better and pop out better on the sweatshirt itself. So I just used sewing pins and I pinned the cardstock stencil onto the fabric, and I cut out 64 pieces of fabric of these letters. Each sweatshirt had 8 letters, times 2 is 16, times 4. And then I sewed each print fabric letter onto its coordinating white backing letter. Why does my face look so red right now? Hello! I am sewing these letters for my friend's sweatshirts that I'm making, and I'm on my last round. So we have 8 letters per sweatshirt. It says Walk Club. Here it is before the sewing. I did use like a fabric glue to just make sure that it would stay on while I was sewing it, and then I'm just sewing around the gingham part, and then I'm gonna sew this onto the sweatshirt. Probably not today because I need to get more fabric glue so I can just kind of like glue them onto the sweatshirt and then sew around, so I just like make sure they stay in place because that's like a lot to deal with and I'm not trying to do all that. But I have my headphones in, I am watching / listening to Vlogmas videos while I do this, and honestly I'm having a great time and I really missed sewing. It took quite a while to make the patches themselves because I did make 32 of them, but this was honestly kind of a cathartic experience. Calmed my nervous system a little bit just doing the repetition. Anywho, once I finished all of the patches, I attempted to use this adhesive stuff that I got from the craft store. You're supposed to spray it on as you're seeing me do, let it dry, and then place it adhesive side down onto whatever you want to attach it to, and then you iron it on to make it activate. You're supposed to be able to do this in replacement of sewing the letters on, which my plan was always to sew the letters on just to make sure that they were the most secure on there. And I'm glad that I did, because with just this fusion adhesive stuff, the letters started coming off. But it was helpful to have them pasted on there, sort of, so that when I went to sew them, I didn't have to have a bunch of sewing pins everywhere. Side note, but I had a Netflix Christmas movie marathon while doing this, and it really elevated the vibes. Here are all of the sweatshirts ready to be sewn. I just finished my hoodie because I wanted to be the test dummy on mine and make sure everything worked. And I'm wearing it right now. It looks so good. I am a fashion designer. Yep, I'm a fashion designer. So, what about it? Woo, I'm sweating. Okay guys, a couple things. Number one, I really enjoy Poppy's root beer. This might actually be my favorite flavor of Poppy. It's so good. Tastes like a root beer float to me, or like root beer mixed with cream soda. I am so happy with the way that all my gifts turned out. I just did the finishing touches on my cards because I am taking almost all of them tonight to distribute to the girls at craft night, and I'm so excited to give them to them. Not only did I do that, but I also just finished sewing all of the patches fully onto all the sweatshirts. And honestly, thank God that I did, because the adhesive spray stuff that I used that you were supposed to like spray on and then iron on, which is I did, the letters were already coming off. So I'm glad that my plan was to sew them anyway, but here is the final product. 2 blue and 2 pink. I am feeling so good. My Christmas presents are crushing it. I did just get a couple packages, one of which I'm pretty sure is the fray stopper glue stuff that I got for the sweatshirts. I was going back and forth on if I wanted to use that. It's basically a glue that you're supposed to put along the rough edge of fabric because to like make it not fray. And I honestly feel like I might do that. I got 2 of them because it's gonna take a lot. I honestly think I should do this. Washable after 72 hours. Yeah, so like, I feel like it would just make them look cleaner. So I think I'm probably gonna do that. So that was the one package I just went and got. But the other one looks to be from Rare Beauty, which is so exciting. So I wanted to open this with you guys. I was not expecting anything. Hello. Yes! Is this a new stop? You're joking. I love the Rare Beauty Fine Comfort line. They have lip butters. Okay, so there's a new scent. It's called Feel Seen. It smells like honeydew and a crisp ocean breeze. So we have a body and hair fragrance mist. I love these. Also, a hydrating body mousse to oil. Merry Christmas to me. And not only that, but I got lip butters, 4 of them. I love Rare Beauty packaging. I love this. A rich, cushiony lip butter that coats lips in hydration, leaving them visibly softer, smoother, and more supple. I love this. Oh, these are gonna be so gorgeous. Are you kidding me right now? Me just getting so excited and tearing into every single one. Oh yeah. I'm having so much fun. Yay! This is so exciting. Thank you, Rare Beauty. I think I might save this one for my mom and give it to her for Christmas. She also loves Rare Beauty. Now, what time is it? 3:47. It looks like I have to leave for my friend's house in about an hour, a little over an hour. I think I'm just gonna wear my sweat set. Like, I don't think that we're dressing up or anything. I think I might try and do the fray glue on the sweatshirts so that they can dry long enough, because I think I might be giving them to my friends this weekend. That's my unboxing. Okay everyone, I am about ready to head over to my friend's house. We're having, like I said, a little girls craft night. Brittany's ordering pizza. A few of us are bringing some desserts. I have my gingerbread muffins with the glaze that actually turned out really well. I had to improvise a couple times, but of course I had to test one to make sure that it was good enough to serve to my friends, and they were good. So bringing those, I have their cards. I'm about to just head out and have a nice little girls' night. everyone. I am ready for bed. It is now 12:15 a.m. I got home a little bit ago and I did my non-negotiables in my night routine. I really did not want to do them, but I did them anyway because I just walked into my apartment. I saw the dishes in the sink. I reminded myself, don't let today be brought over into tomorrow. And I washed the dishes so I feel better. And then I also put out my clothes for tomorrow because I have a workout class at 8 a.m. I'm gonna be waking up early for. Those are my 2 non-negotiables. Well, 3, I guess, really like doing my self-care, but I always do that, so that's just, doesn't even need to be said really. And now I can go to bed. But I had a lovely night with my friends. We ended up chatting for so long. I was there for hours and we were painting and we were chatting at the same time, and then we ended up just chatting. But we all, like, I loved everybody's little creations. It was just a really lovely night. And that's gonna be it for today's vlog. I hope you all enjoyed coming along with me on a little day in my life in December. I had a great day and I hope you enjoyed watching. So that's gonna be it. I'm going to bed and I hope you have an amazing rest of your day or whatever time it is for you. And hopefully I will see y'all in my next